Please give a massive cheer and a round of applause to Filippo.
Welcome back to the stage, Filippo.
Hello again, guys.
How you doing?
Hello, Nims. Hello,
Good,
Mark.
good, good.
Hello, everyone online.
Okay. So, and as well, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to invite back another one of our special guests, friends, party member.
Dude.
He was playing as Waluigi earlier and didn't win. I just wanted to make that clear. I won, okay? Ladies and gentlemen, from Nintendo UK, our community manager, Mr. James Bowden.
Welcome back, James.
Hi.
How you doing?
That was an interesting introduction.
You know, I try. So, Filippo, let's not leave them in suspense. It does say on the sides of the stage what we're about to play, but go on, give it that big introduction you always give.
So we're going to play Pokémon Let's Go Pikachu and Pokémon Let's Go Eevee.
Excellent. There we go.
In fact, I'm going to get a really good seat. I'm going to make my way right to the front of the stage.
Go for it.
Okay, so we start with Pokémon Let's Go Pikachu here. I want to show a little bit of what can be done and how this game has been changed compared to the standard formula. Something that we have tried to do is to make the game more similar to the anime, to the original anime series, but also we try to connect all of the millions and millions of Pokémon GO players. But there is something for everybody here. There are a lot of additions both for all-time fans and for completely new players. We are going to go to Viridian Forest.
Very good. No, I was saying, you know, obviously I've been playing the Pokemon games since they first came out.
Literally.
So seeing this in glorious HD is just
amazing.
Just a nostalgia trip. I'm just kind of like a tiny child.
Yes, it's for us all, really. The first thing we see is that the world is full of Pokemon. There are no more random encounters in the wild, but you see Pokemon everywhere in the world. And we can already see here like an Oddish and a Pidgey flying around. The idea is really to feel like you're part of this world. And I particularly love how Oddish hides so well in the tall grass now.
I do typically mistake Oddish's hair or hair grass. Or
I'm not sure either, but
fronds,
that plume...
antennae, I'm not sure.
It's something.
Yes. So I just need to touch a Pokemon to start the capturing process. And the capturing process, again, has been made a bit more similar to the one in Pokémon GO, with a circle that represents how easy it is to catch a Pokemon. But we have also tried to make it a bit more similar to the anime, no? Especially, I will be playing with the Pokemon Plus controller. Everything I'm doing can also be done naturally with the Joy-Con. But with the Pokemon Plus, you have a little bit more feedback. So one thing that Ash does always in the cartoon, he really puts his energy and throws the Pokeball. And
well, one thing he does is turn his baseball cap round, but...
Oh, I'm baseball capless.
Get it? Okay, all right.
Great.
Oh, good stuff.
So you can see, actually, when I'm playing with the Pokeball Plus, all of the sounds and the lights, thank you, all of the sounds and the sound effects and the lights that are emitted by the Pokeball in the game are also played here. On top of that, on the Pokeball Plus, I hear the original 8-bit cry of that Pokemon that they did in the Game Boy. So it's quite cool for old people like us.
Oldies like us.
I don't like, who's old in the crowd? Yeah.
Yes.
We go for retro in the Splatfest. Anyway, you can see also that we have some multipliers based on how I throw the Pokeball. And I can throw the Pokeball in different ways. I'll show that a little bit later. But again, this is, you know, Ash in the anime doesn't damage Pokemon when he befriends them, and he throws the Pokeball. So we wanted to recreate this feeling.
And you've also got some nice experience points there.
Yes, you get experience points also from capturing now, as well as from battling other trainers. But you can see here, I think you recognize these sprites, right?
The sprites again. Yeah, the HD visuals were like, this is how I thought it looked when I was a child. This is how it looked when I was younger.
Yes.
Well, close.
Yes.
Yeah. And then obviously you get the next screen, which is just, and this is how it looks now.
Yes, exactly. Oh, by the way, obviously the wire will not be there in the final product version of the Pokeball Plus controller.
So you can really get into weird.
Yes, exactly.
Throwing.
Exactly, that's the point. No, you really have to try to throw the Pokeball in different ways. Like when you buy the game, if you use the Pokeball Plus, don't do this. Because no Pokemon trainer does this, you know, like just put your weight into it and try to not to punch anybody. So we see the model of Oddish here in its glorious HD. And another thing we notice in Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Pokemon Let's Go Eevee is that all of the Pokemon are of their life size, so to speak. Or if they were real, they have different sizes. So you can see Oddish is fairly tiny. We'll see later other Pokemon are a bit bigger, so to speak.
I also like the way we just saw it with that Pidgey there. You obviously mentioned the fact that wild Pokemon were in the grass before, but they also come out of that tall grass as well, so nowhere is safe.
Yes, yes. No. You can definitely be surprised by Pidgeys, Caterpies, and Oddish in this demo, like I have been many times.
Just a swarm of Pidgey
yes,
flocking after you.
They all seem to be surprisingly very friendly.
Yeah.
But a lot more friendlier.
Friendlier, or yes, let's say friendly. So we go to instead a Pokemon trainer battle. And what you can see from the Pokemon Trainer battles is that instead they remain the classic turn-based RPG battle system that we are all used to. But I really like the battle music. It really
it's very good. Up.
Just brings back so many memories.
Even the position of the bug catcher Rick, for example, is in the same position. Even though it is a 3D model, he will be in the same fight pose as the sprite was in the original games.
Ah.
Back in the day.
And we also see that here, if I choose my attacks, I use the Pokeball Plus stick to choose. I click on it to select the attack. And something that's quite cool is that I have HD rumble, both on the Joy-Con but also on the Pokeball Plus. So I feel this attack. I actually feel the vibration of the Thunder Shock when I'm attacking, and I feel the attack of Caterpie on my Pokeball. On top of that, I even hear, again, the original 8-bit sounds of those attacks in the Pokeball. So you hear the new sounds from the TV or from the handheld, and the 8-bit sounds from.
So I'm going to be reminded I'm old every time. Every time.
Every time you battle or catch a Pokemon.
Good.
It's a time travel every time. Every attack makes you return to a child. So we made the quick work of this Caterpie. And by the way, have you noticed the beautiful, beautiful fur texture on the back of Pikachu?
It's very fuzzy.
This is because this is my partner Pokemon. So I am playing right now with Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu, and my partner Pikachu is unique. There are many other Pikachus in the world that I can capture, I can train, and they can level up and evolve. But my partner Pikachu is unique. There are none like it. And again, similar to the anime series, he absolutely has no intention of going inside a Pokeball. In fact, he always stays on my shoulder. And he also doesn't want to evolve this specific Pikachu.
Right.
And the same goes for Eevee.
And the same goes for Eevee in Pokemon Let's Go Eevee, obviously. Your partner is really unique to you. So, yeah.
I think we were going to ask the same thing. What's with the coloured spiral bits going around? So you got the blue Pidgey there and the red Oddish up there. What is that? I believe that's to do with the size.
So actually, I'll show you. Because PG wanted me to show you.
Poor Pidgey.
So we have blue auras that signify tiny version of a Pokemon, and red auras that signify a huge version of that Pokemon. It is another element that's been borrowed from Pokemon GO. There are different sizes, even of the same Pokemon, and they also give you different bonuses. So you notice that PG is a little bit more aggressive, let's say, or let's say he doesn't want to befriend me as much as Oddish wanted. Yeah, because he has a yellow circle. So what I can do now, I could use an item like a raspberry that makes it easier for me to catch a Pokemon. So I simply need to click to use this, and just because I really want this PG, I will just even get a Ultra Ball, just in case.
An Ultra Ball on a Pidgey.
Yeah. We know Pidgeot comes in helpful later, right?
Well, that's true.
Let me try behind me. Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Oh, you missed.
No.
Just wasting Ultra Balls right now.
Oh, no.
Hard. That one over.
Come on, third time lucky.
No.
No.
I practiced, but not enough. Anyway, you can do that. I did manage sometimes.
Oh!
Now the Pidgey's just making...
Okay, now it's a matter of principle. Come on.
Timing.
Hey!
Good stuff.
A lot of work for a PG.
A lot of Ultra Balls.
Yes, I know. Anyway, it's still just a demo. But by the way, something else I want to talk about auras is that there are not just blue auras for tiny Pokemon or red auras for huge Pokemon, but there are also there is a star aura. There is Pokemon that are surrounded by stars, and that signifies shiny Pokemon. So you can actually see shiny Pokemon in the wild, and they will actually have the color, their shiny color. Actually, as an anecdote, I have, when I was training some of our staff to do the demo, I saw my very first shiny Pokemon. Like, I've never seen a shiny Pokemon in my life. And I see, obviously, a shiny Caterpie in a demo that I will never be able to take with me anymore again, so I lost it forever. And of course, everybody remembers their first shiny Pokemon, and I will do so as well, because that happened.
Only in memory. Although I imagine when you play this in November, you're just going to be sat in Viridian Forest forever. Until you see a shiny Caterpie.
Exactly. Well, actually, you know, the Pokemon that you see here in this demo might not necessarily be the Pokemon that appear in Viridian Forest in the full game. We've changed a few things to make the demo. And I see a Pikachu, I have to get it. Also because I want to show you the difference I was just telling you about. Now, this is a standard, let's say, Pikachu, and he looks different than my partner Pokemon. So let me see. Of course.
Oh, he's a feisty Pikachu.
Oh.
Nice.
There you go. Nice.
Are you just reading the screen?
Yep.
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 Yes.
There we go. Good stuff.
And if we now see the model of this Pikachu, you'll see it's a bit different. So you see, if I it looks more like a standard Pikachu, of course. Still cute, very, very cute, but not as cute as my partner Pokemon.
I have a Thunderstone right for him right now.
Yes. Oh,
Always been a
or somebody else joining.
A lowland Raichu over here.
A lowland Raichu.
Yeah.
Surfing on his...
Yeah, it's just a bit of surfing.
I will run away from this Weedle.
Weedle
That was a very, very dangerous Weedle.
Yeah. So what's that icon in the bottom right of the...
Oh, yeah. That icon represents the two-player icon because at any moment when you're in the overworld, or also when you're in the process of capturing a Pokemon, or also when you're in a battle with another trainer, you can shake a second Joy-Con or a second Pokeball Plus to have like a partner trainer just come down from the sky and help you. So you can play the entire game cooperatively if you want. And you can also get special bonuses if you catch a Pokemon with a simultaneous throw. You can also get some help in a trainer battle. By the way, you can also see the gender of Pokemon just already in the overworld.
Yeah.
You see that that's a female Pikachu, for example, right there.
I like that it's just having a stroll.
Just sitting on the pathway.
And also, something else we notice, I maybe spoiled it a little, is that now we see Pikachu's tail waggling, right? So that's a new feature. It's called dowsing, sorry. And this means that there's an item nearby. Pikachu's tail, or Eevee's tail in the Pokemon Let's Go Eevee, will start waggling when I am next to an item. You see it goes faster and faster now. And if I approach the item that is hidden behind the tree, I can capture it. So that's a way to find hidden items, the way to find hidden items more easily.
At least, you know, Pikachu's keeping their keep whilst they're loitering on your shoulder.
They're not just sitting there for no reason. Yeah.
And just be walking along going, oh, it's so heavy.
You see here how difficult it is sometimes to see a Pokemon in the tall grass, like that Caterpie on the right-hand side. It's quite well hidden. And I love the fact that, you know, the tall grass was the place where we had the random encounters before, and it has been changed, but it still plays an important role in a way that makes more sense in the world of Pokemon if this was a real place.
Yeah, even though you can get wild encounters outside, it still is a more dangerous, precarious bit to walk through. So those Cocooners had a falling out. They had an argument.
They had a massive argument. They
so I'm going to evolve him to Beedrill before you, mate.
Go away.
So something else that she asked me if I know the trick to throw the Pokeball. Well, I just clearly showed that I do not. Anyway, when we see Pikachu now, coming into battle, you see that he jumps out from the shoulder. Like, that's what I said before, not just like in the anime, he doesn't want to go into a Pokeball, and when he goes into battle, he jumps out from your shoulder. You'll see later, if I use another Pokemon, that every other Pokemon comes out from the Pokeball, for example.
Right.
And we go again with Thundershock, because of course, against a PG, I think that's the best move I have right now. It's super effective.
Very good.
Critical hit.
Calculated decision. Zap it.
So we're approaching now the end of Viridian Forest. I wanted to show a little bit also what's after that. Well, our attendees can play up until Viridian Forest, but we can show a little bit more that is not playable right now yet.
Oh, yes.
And you also get Pokeballs from defeating other Pokemon trainers.
Very handy.
So you have to be careful here. You see how actually also my trainer is quite careful.
Moves the grass out of the way.
And
oh, you're good.
I'm just running through it. Making
Metapod.
The Metapod just bouncing along.
I've always respected Metapods for their ability to move.
There we go. We see the end of Viridian Forest. At the end, the last trainer battle for Viridian Forest. And Backcatcher Sammy.
Oh, there's a Metapod.
There you go, your Metapod.
Now watch as it uses Harden 50 times.
I hope not.
It's super effective.
But he's also wobbling in the battle. You can see.
He's
how he stays up like that.
With his very, very excited look. You know?
Yeah.
Very excited.
Very, very poignant gaze.
Metapod is definitely into this fight. He is. He definitely wasn't asleep in the Pokeball when it got out. Yeah.
He is now.
That's me.
There you go.
Congratulations, Eevee.
So as I was saying before, you can feel all of the attacks, like the vibration of the attack as an HD rumble vibration here on the Pokeball Plus. But again, everything can also be replicated by the Joy-Con. I feel the vibration of the attack on the Joy-Con. The only thing that changes, of course, is that the Joy-Con doesn't emit the sounds that the Pokeball Plus does. And of course, the feeling of holding a Pokeball is different, obviously, when playing the game.
I would say it is a really nice feeling just having this controller in one hand.
Yes.
Like, I'm just imagining just sitting in a sofa with this controller, swilling it like a glass.
Like red wine.
Just the most decadent Pokemon player in the world.
So we are out of Viridian Forest. We are approaching Pewter City. I see all those Rattatas that, are being Rattatas. I have.
So that is a
Whoa! They all.
Look at this.
Whoa! They're chasing
of course.
you. Hello! Hi!
Yeah. But actually, for now, I will just run away because I want to talk about something else.
God, I wish it said I can't escape.
I mean, obviously, Pokemon can run away when you try and capture them as well.
Yes, they can. If you fail to capture them for a while, they might try to run away. What I wanted to talk about now is that you see that I have Charmander following me. This is because he's one of the Pokemon in my party that I chose to take out of the Pokeball, and he's just following me. You can do that with any Pokemon you capture, and you can even interact with them. So now I am talking to Charmander, and he seems really happy. And he's energetically following me. So actually, they're full of contextual sentences. Sometimes they talk about the last Pokemon you captured, or sometimes they talk about where you are. Like sometimes he talks about the fact that the light shining through the trees in Viridian Forest is something that he really likes.
Sometimes he just stares at your face.
But sometimes he just stares at your face.
Yeah.
That's true, yeah. But
What
something
do you want?
that I wanted to show you, we said before that all these Pokemon are of different sizes, and I'm sure a lot of you guys know already what happens if I take out Onix, because we showed it a little bit before, but it looks quite cool to see in motion. Of course, Rattatas don't care that I'm aboard of a giant rock Pokemon, because they would still attack me anyway.
It was that tiny Rattata over there, just like, come on, yes.
Yeah, come here. Yes, exactly. So it's quite cool. You can ride a lot of different Pokemon, and well, it looks different every time you do.
That Rattata is like, talk to me.
I want to approach Pewter City, so I will go back to my Charmander, just in case Onix. Like, it's not the best thing to bring into a closed building.
I mean, I'm personally, I'd love to roll into a town just astride a gigantic Pokemon.
So, And also, when the star is next to the Pokemon in the top right-hand corner,
that means that it's the Pokemon that I chose to take out of the Pokeball.
Right,
That's the Pokemon that I'm carrying with me. Yeah.
Right, I see.
Together with my partner that is always with me, even if he's not in my active party. Like, I mean, I could have another 6 Pokemon in my party, but I would still have Pikachu here on my shoulder in Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee on my head in Pokemon Let's Go Eevee.
Oh,
That the partner never leaves you.
Right.
And as we approach Pewter City, we also see our rival. So, Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Pokemon Let's Go Eevee are based on Pokemon Yellow. But we are not the same trainer that we were in Pokemon Yellow, and also our rival is not the same rival that we met in Pokemon Yellow. This rival is a bit different as far as rivals go, as he's, instead of like challenging us, I mean, he does challenge us, but he also cheers us up and he tries to give us advice to go on. He's a bit more friendly kind of rival. He likes to interact with my partner, like in fact he's talking to Pikachu now, and sometimes he even gives me items. He's giving me item now because he's pushing me to fight the gym leader of Pewter City, and therefore he wants me to be prepared.
That's nice. That's nice. Sometimes you just want to help him, a guy, hype man.
I'm your rival, but here's some advice and friendship.
They're pushing each other to be the best possible trainer. So they're encouraging each other to be their best version of themselves.
To be the very best.
I'm just used to Gary just
smell you later.
Just telling me, go and train.
So as I enter the Pokemon Center, we can see more elements that are connected to the cartoon.
Joy?
Yes. So this is not just any nurse from any Pokemon Center. This is Nurse Joy and her Chansey. And
so happy, Chansey.
If we, yes.
The slow rock.
If we talk to her to get my Pokemon healed in preparation for this battle, look at Pikachu now. As usual, he doesn't go into a Pokeball for now. He just jumps on top of the table, like he does many, many times in the anime. And again, classic music, classic sprites. And if I look around a little bit in the Pokemon Center, you see the original map from the region. You see that everybody's playing with their Nintendo Switch.
Of course they are.
But you will be able to recognize also other elements from the anime. There are so many references that, for a lot of people that approach the world of Pokemon in more recent years, they don't mean much to them, but they mean a lot to us. All of the sprites, all of the sounds. So there are a lot of changes, a lot of additions, a lot of small details that are really, really interesting. Like, for example, here, actually, I'm just going to talk to her. You have small, let's say, side quests, but not really. Anyway, you have more characters you can interact to. So she wants. Can we make her a favor? Yeah? Should I say yes? Yeah. Okay.
Let's do it.
So she wants to go to the Pewter Museum, which, as we know, is quite interesting. But the Slowpoke, being Slowpoke, is refusing to budge. So we have to, keep an eye on him. We have to babysit the Slowpoke for a little bit.
Okay. I respect Slowpoke's decision.
And look at how intense the labor is of babysitting Slowpoke for this time.
Okay.
You'll see now that he's really giving us like a big challenge here.
But again, this is all that sort of much more that stuff about making you feel like you're in a world of Pokemon, because you're now interacting with this Slowpoke, and it's not a battle, it's not a catch. You're seeing it in the world.
Exactly.
Being a Pokemon in a world.
Exactly. It's just, again, to give you this feeling you are living in the world of Pokemon. And yeah, it was a very relaxing time that we spent with Slowpoke. I think we all agree.
I like the Charmander looked like he was babysitting you. He was staring at you.
I mean, this is also just, to show that even if you've played Pokemon Yellow for 100 times, you can still you can still find something new in Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee. And, by the way, for my trouble, I got a big pearl. Remember, we are in Pewter City. There's not a bad item to get this early in the game. And maybe we will. I don't know. I'm feeling pretty tired now from this very intense babysitting mission. As we approach the gym, something that we see here, Pewter City Pokemon Gym is the first gym that we see, basically, in the game. We are still right at the beginning of the game. And we can see also something that a lot of people that might have started watching the anime later might not have played Pokémon Yellow, that Brock was actually a gym leader. And a lot of people maybe now know that Brock is just Ash's best friend. They don't know that he originally was the first gym leader that you meet. And of course, this is being Brock's gym. It's a rock type Pokémon gym. And another change, another addition, another thing that makes it similar to the anime is that there is now an audience with seats around the Pokemon gym. This is because, again, when we see the anime and there is a big fight, there's always people watching, commenting, cheering people up, and therefore we wanted to create this feeling of Pokemon gyms and trainer battle or something that are being watched in the game as people, I mean, the people in this world are interested in Pokemon battles.
I love the fact that you get like a nice cut scene at the beginning, and it shows you the whole gym.
Yes. And another small change. This is the first time in the game that anybody talks to me about Pokemon types. So instead of making a tutorial, something that sort of brings you out of the immersion, something that tells you this is a video game, we made something that has more sense in the game world. So it's a character in the game world that is telling you this gym leader is a rock type, and if you don't know, grass and water Pokemon are effective against rock types, and therefore he asks me to show him a grass or water Pokemon. Again, just in order to explain this system in a way that makes sense inside the rules of this world. Of course, I have both Bulbasaur and Squirtle, so I have everything in it to see.
Excellent.
And I can go on.
And here's one I captured earlier.
That's oh.
So, that's Pewter Gym trainer. And just because we talked about using the right type of Pokemon against rock types, and I've just been battling with Pikachu so far, so I just want to show another Pokemon. See Pikachu coming down from my shoulder. I'm gonna change because Geodude is not the right matchup for Pikachu, I think.
I'm sure you can make it work. It's fine. Just
why not?
Brute force it. That's what I always used to do.
Also, if you see now, first of all, every Pokemon has this beautiful background which is in theme with their type. If I choose, like, for example, Charmander, you see fire. And you see that there is a CP value on the top right corner. I just wanted to point out the attention to the fact that Pokemon still have all of their stats. They still have HP, special attack, attack, defense, and speed, just like any other Pokemon. The CP value that is also borrowed from Pokemon GO is just a quick glance reference. If you don't want to spend time to look at stats, if you don't want to do the math, you just have a quick number that tells you this Pokemon is stronger than this other Pokemon. It's just for that.
Right.
We switch, and again we see Pikachu walking back, but Bulbasaur is popping out of the Pokeball.
Bulbasaur.
And defense curl, I don't think it's gonna cut it, mate. Defense rose, but we have Vine Whip, which also looks great and also feels really intense as an attack.
That should.
Nice.
Oh, almost.
A critical hit even. That's good.
Even a critical hit and it's still not good enough.
Nope. It's Geodude.
Got to train that Bulbasaur more, man. Get out, fight those Rattatas. They wanted it.
Fight
There we go.
more Rattatas.
It's very capture the Rattata. Just don't try and capture a Beedrill. I tried to do that the other day. It's
Yeah,
just like
no, I
zipping around
tried
the
with the
screen
Butterfree.
everywhere.
It was nuts. It was so hard.
And we also see here, for example, I'm leveling up, and you'll see the CP value will increase now because my stats have increased.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So again, it's a coefficient that just tells you how the Pokemon is improved or not. By the way, we showed you can get experience points both from capturing Pokemon and from fighting other trainers. If you capture the same type of Pokemon twice, you can send the second Pokemon to the professor, which will give you candy in return. And this is yet another new way to power up your Pokemon. So I'm gonna skip this one.
Oh, we're gonna. Oh.
And there you go. Our
Brock.
friend, at this time rival, or at this time Pokemon leader, Pokemon gym leader.
He's still a lovely chap.
Yes.
Asking for a donut.
But I will leave the players to discover what happens in the trainer battle later. I want to show something else. I think people are going to be happy about that anyway. Okay. So if you can switch to the other console, please.
Can we get the holding screen up on the big screen, guys?
We can just go to the other console.
No, we can just go directly to the other one.
Okay. Let's switch over to the... okay.
There we go. So now, as you can see from the fact that Eevee is on my head, and I'm also now playing as a female trainer, I'm playing with a different version of the game. I'm playing with Pokémon Let's Go Eevee. And I am in a completely new area that's called the Go Park. So in Pokémon Let's Go Pikachu and Pokémon Let's Go Eevee, you can transfer the Pokémon from the Kanto region from Pokémon GO into Pokémon Let's Go Pikachu and Pokémon Let's Go Eevee. But you don't simply automatically get them. You transfer them into the Go Park. The Go Park is where the old Safari Zone used to be. So you cannot do it just at the very beginning of the game. You need to play a little bit before you can do that. But the Go Park is where all of the Pokémon that you've transferred from Pokémon GO are. And you can see that they interact with each other and they're having, I think, lots of fun here. We see a lot of beautiful... Yes, I'm just going to do a panorama here because the models are great. Gyarados!
There he is.
Oh, wow.
There we go.
Oh, my goodness.
Yes, they are really beautiful.
Gengars.
Mime.
In fact, I have like...
Mr. Mime is miming, yes.
I have like 12 Mr. Mimes on my Go game. I'm going to put them all here.
All of them.
They're all just
What
in a line. Shh. We didn't see that.
We didn't see that. No, we did, but anyway. Okay, so one thing. When you transfer a Pokemon from Pokemon GO to Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, the Pokemon will go back to level 1, and you have to capture them again. So just to end this demonstration, I want to show you a much harder catch than what we saw so far.
Try and capture a Hitmonlee.
I will try to capture Hitmonlee.
It's tiny, though.
It's tiny.
Yeah, but
it's not that big.
Still tiny but aggressive. So actually, first I only have one raspberry and no Ultra Balls. They didn't give me any here because I used them unwisely in the previous point.
Jumped over
and
there.
he moves and he attacks a lot, so I really need to try to catch him, and I maybe might need some cheering from the crowd.
Come on, guys. Cheer for Filippo. No, constantly, not just one. Come on.
Come on.
Oh, come on, catch it.
Come on.
Straight.
Come on.
Okay.
All right, come on, guys.
Need your power.
1,
2, 3. Wow!
Yes!
First try.
It
never happened before.
That's better than the other day.
Oh my God.
But as you can see, I can also direct where I throw the Pokeball. I was throwing it to the right.
Very good.
Wow, that was really good, actually.
The other day, that took 5 hours. No.
It took quite a while last time.
Good. So this is just a small demonstration of everything you can do, well, of a few things that you can do in Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee when they come out on the 16th of November.
Excellent.
Together with the Pokeball Plus controller.
Amazing.
Thank you very much, guys, and I will see you next year.
Absolutely. Guys, yes, a round of applause for, of course, Filippo. Thank you so much for this fantastic showcase of this game.
Thank you.
And of course, ladies and gentlemen, Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Pokemon Let's Go Eevee is available on the show floor. You guys can go check it out for yourselves. As you saw there, it is an incredible game, and you get a chance to see the Pokeball Plus in action as well. But I'm gonna say farewell, aren't I, to both of you guys?
Unfortunately so.
Last day.
Guys, one more time, a massive round of applause for Filippo and, of course, for Mr. James Bowden from Nintendo UK. Thank you very much, guys. I'll see you guys very soon. Take care. Bye-bye.